Hello, and welcome back to my playthrough of Kerbal Space Program's Career Mode. Part 3 now. Last time we have finally managed to achieve orbit around Kerbin. And I'm thinking today, I think it would be good if we could manage to make it to the moon. I was planning to wait with that until we get maneuvers available, but given how bloody expensive that upgrade to the tracking station is, I think we're gonna have to wing it. So I'm not sure exactly where to aim to try to do that, but there are a few things that I think we need to get done before I attempt that, which I can get into the game and talk about that. First things first, we definitely need to upgrade the VAB because 30 parts is not going to get me to the moon, especially with the parts I have right now. Secondly, I don't want to put my Kerbals at risk, so I'm definitely going to make it unmanned, and I think, yeah, this is the part I really want because I really want at least basic SAS available if I'm going to be trying to make it to the moon. So yeah, I'm definitely going to need this thing, which means we need more research points. Luckily, we do have, alongside the Stay Putnik, we did also unlock the SC9001 Science Junior, which is another experiment that we can try to do, which might hopefully get us the science points that we need to be able to research this thing. And what else do we have here? This is better control, and this is well, the crew cabin would be useful for passenger flights, but I have already figured something out for that. And the structural fuselage would be good for my aircraft, to not have to just carry an empty fuel tank. But both of those can wait until we have some more stuff. Let me have a look. I have these tourist missions, which would give us some more funds. And getting to the moon will also get us a lot of money. What is this? Okay, but this thing is also worth a lot, this mission or contract or whatever it's called. But yeah, I have also can't rotate the camera until you load something. I have done some experiments with the passenger craft, like I said last time, and what I have ended up with is we can send this monstrosity, which can carry 4 passengers for just barely more money, but from my experiments, I do believe this thing does need drogs as well as parachutes in order to actually slow down fast enough on re-entry. I think technically we could make it without the drogs, but it would be pretty close. And quite dangerous. So for the sake of safety, I'm adding them, and that'll be Kerbal 3F. And yeah, that means we can carry 4 passengers on a single flight. With the flight itself costing, how much was it? Just under 11,000 funds. And I believe they are giving us 12,000 for each passenger. Actually, also another thing that I wanted to have a look at, because we have these strategies here, and some of them could maybe help, but and this would have to be a really big investment. I'm not sure we can do that yet. It's either we would have to make a huge investment and lose a lot of funds, or it's not gonna make much of a difference. I mean, we could take this, but I'm pretty sure we'd have to go into negative reputation to take this one, and I don't think we have anything else that would give us science. Right. Yeah, no. So I don't think those are worth it yet at this current point. So yeah, I think first things first is we're gonna send these tourists on their suborbital flights. So who do we want? Adfred, Darig, Donard, and Hudson on this first flight. And let's hope we don't kill them. Double check the staging. But yeah, I think this is what I want. We just need suborbital flights for them. This craft, I believe, should be perfectly capable of that. Like I said, I have tested this in Sandbox, but I haven't saved it, so I don't remember if this is exactly what I ended up building. It might have had another fuel tank in the central stage. I don't remember. Well, I guess we'll find out. We want basically an immediate gravity turn. Honestly, from my testing, once you get it going, it sort of just follows the angle on its own. Could get it tilting a bit more. So don't want to get too steep of re-entry or too high of an orbit. Okay, I think I probably had another fuel tank in my actual thing. Yeah, I guess we can get rid of the rocket and just go with this thing. Well, let's hope we don't kill them. We are just barely going to reach space. Make this a suborbital flight. But it technically is one. So yep, all of these are ticked off. And let's get ready for re-entry. We're already technically back in the atmosphere. Okay, this will have to do. I was trying to get it just a tiny bit rotated, but now I can't stop it from just continuing to rotate. This is definitely not the trajectory that I was using, that I ended up getting when I was testing this. I mean, that's why we have the drogue chute, right? To now fight it to try to keep it pointed down. Oh god. Come on. Okay. We survived. Now we just wait for it to land. I was worried if this was gonna work, but we're fine. So yeah, we will need one more of these flights. To complete all the tourist contracts. Or at least all the suborbital tourist contracts. There is one more guy that wanted an orbital flight, but I don't yet have a craft that could do that consistently. So I'm just looking at OBS. I'm not sure if KSP might be a bit loud. I suppose I could check that. No, it looks fine. Or it sounds fine, I guess. Okay, and as we get close to landing, let me tilt it a little bit so that it falls over the right way. And yeah, that's one commercial flight done. Mm. Can I like check what exactly my reputation is in numbers? Because if I read that correctly, where would that be? I don't know, anyways, doesn't really matter. Mission control, maybe? I don't know. Anyways. We're going straight back and sending out another one of these. Okay, this time it's Stanley, Fredrin, Kamler, and Eriley? I don't know. And yeah, with that we're ready for another launch. guess we actually don't want too much of a gravity turn, because otherwise we won't make orbit. That might actually be too much. Well, I guess we'll find out. Okay. We made it. Engines. Mm. Also, I forgot to mention, but the reason why I would really like to reach the moon today, um, in addition to the fact that we will need to reach the moon anyways before getting maneuvers, so there's no reason to wait, is because this is probably going to be my last Kerbal Space Program stream for a while. Because, well, what we have coming up, Monday, I'm busy on Mondays, I can't stream. Then Tuesday and Wednesday is gonna be achievement of the week and month, as usual. And that just leaves Thursday. And on Thursday, as I already mentioned before, Assetto Corsa Evo comes out, and I'm not sure I will be streaming anything else once that does come out. So, yeah. Stop spinning. Okay, that'll have to do. We are starting to re-enter the atmosphere. it's still a bit scary trying to re-enter with something this heavy at such a steep angle. I mean, we were only able to open the drogs like, what, 7 kilometers above the surface? While going 500 meters per second. So 14 seconds from hitting the ground and killing everyone. So I realized that this is a thing that you can do. I didn't realize this is a feature where you can actually see the inside of the capsules in like a cross-section view. Also, just to be clear, when I say reach the moon, or the moon, I don't mean landing. I think we're still quite far off from that. I'm just planning to... not even an orbit, just a flyby of the moon. Though maybe we will... if the flyby is successful and easily reproducible, then I might set up a permanent satellite in lunar orbit. I don't think we quite have the ability to do something that could get into lunar orbit and then go back. So it would involve leaving something there. No, we don't have any more science. Okay. We got some more things here. Two more tourists into orbit. Okay, I'm gonna be doing this anyway, so might as well. This could be done basically with the thing I set up for tourist flights. I'm pretty sure that re-enters at these sorts of speeds. You know, I think I'm gonna just take on those for now. And yeah, the next thing would be I think it was this thing that I first achieved orbit with. Oh, it's these things they want. Okay. I need to be really freaking high. Okay, I might need the full orbiter setup. Well, you know what, let's actually give it even more fuel in the top stage. Honestly, do I need this? No, I think we can get away with just this thing. I'm going to... Okay, they are bigger than I thought. I was going to just strap them onto the command pod and just no fuel, just trigger them to do the test. You know what, I think this will work actually. Also, I mean, we're gonna be going quite high, so we might end up returning at quite high speed, so let's get a heat shield on there. How much are these things? Might be worth trying to recover them. How heavy are they? 0.9 tons, how does that compare? Okay, they are actually more than a command pod. I guess I could just give it additional parachutes. And that should be fine. And actually, since I'm going to be doing that, let's bring this thing with us. So we can get some more science out of this. I think we're up to F, right? So carbon free G. Yeah. And rotate it this way. Jab. Actually, I was meaning to I see. So that's the advantage of bringing a scientist along. You can get full science from experiments you already did, if I understand that correctly. I don't think I can quite do that yet. I don't think I want to... no, wrong thing. This thing's supposed to go here. Although actually no, this is quite a bit heavier, so I probably want to fire off all engines together. Do I even maybe want these boosters? I do already have the more powerful engine. Hold on. Let me compare this. Okay, no, it's still got more acceleration than the F, so it should be able to reach the heights we need. Or even higher, maybe. So yeah, I guess we're launching this thing. Okay, I'm not sure we actually needed all these engines. Yeah, we are definitely accelerating faster than we need to. Oh, what the hell? Did I really fuck this up this badly? Did I not give it... I did not give it an engine on this stage. I really fucked this up badly. Oh, wait. What? No, there is an engine here. What is going on with this? Okay. Hold on, because I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay. These fire first. These separate. This fires. Separates. This fires. Separates parachutes. For fuck's sake. These engines separate. Okay. Now we're fucking ready. Let's try that again. Yeah, okay. gravity turn started straight away. You know, follow prograde. I shouldn't have done that. Is it stabilizing? I think so. What the fuck is he doing? Okay. Just... I'm resetting this. The SAS just fucking sucks. In that mode, at least. Let's just keep it pointed this way and then... Because if we need to adjust it, we'll be adjusting it manually. Actually, no, let's wait until space. We need to be over 120 kilometers. That's not what I meant to do. Let's revert it again. I'm seriously fucking this up. So I guess we have a lot of debris that somehow survived landing that we could recover. Wait, I can add maneuvers? I thought I didn't unlock that yet. Oh, whatever. I guess that will come in handy once we do get to trying to go to the moon. Okay. That's the view I wanted. Actually, let's get near the apoapsis. Well, let's get this actually a bit higher so we have a bit more time to do that. And let's actually move these here so that I can trigger them whenever I want without having to drop the other stage. So do. Yeah, I do actually just have access to maneuvers, even though it said I didn't. To touch that. Okay. Oh, run test. Yeah. So we can now see if we can get any sort of orbit. Let's do this experiment. And let's keep it. Okay, that's as much of an orbit as we were able to do. I guess we can close the doors here. Why does this show like it's not getting 100% recover? I guess maybe because I don't have a scientist. Jettison those. Orient retrograde. Guess I could do all the other things. Write the freaking crew report. No, that's doesn't actually give anything. Yeah, I'm just now thinking maybe I should have added the drogues again. We'll see, I guess. We'll see what happens here. God, and actually placing these additional parachutes on the engines also might not have been a great idea. Because they might end up burning up. It did slow down enough. Honestly, I'm now thinking if maybe instead of immediately getting the better thing, the better unmanned module, if maybe what I should do is get the crew cabin, so that this way I can take whichever one of the other two is the scientist and get more science that way. If I understand how that works correctly. Which I still don't know if I do. But actually also, since we have... Now that I know that we have maneuvers, despite... despite that one thing claiming otherwise, I guess I might actually try even a manned mission to the moon. So I won't need the better thing, the better unmanned module. So actually, I guess first things first. Let's recover these things. Did that actually... Yeah, that did get me a bit more funds from recovering them. Okay, so that's his maneuver tool. Maybe the maneuver tool is something other than like a more advanced way to create maneuvers instead of just setting them up manually like that. Or maybe it is referring to like being able to see relative positions of things in the future. I don't know. But I suppose there's only really one way to find out. And that is to try to use it. Okay, that's an interesting contract. What is the Rove Max model S2? Do I even have that unlocked yet? I guess it would be easier to see in the VAB, wouldn't it? Okay, so I don't have it unlocked, but I guess... I imagine I would probably get access to one if I accepted that. Okay, but first of all, I won't need those. Actually, don't say. Let's try to figure out what my next move is. You know what? I suppose there is a... There is an easy way to find out if I understand the thing correctly. Just put Bob in a single command pod and take a crew report from the launch pad. Okay, so no, that's not how it works. We've got more people asking to go into orbit. This one is one into orbit, one suborbital, right? But I think I'm still going to go with my plan of at least trying to get that one thing, trying to get the better unmanned control pod or command module or whatever it's called. Actually, let me check one thing. Okay, so we could get some more some more science out of the Mr. Goo by redoing the experiment in different biomes. And this is again an unusual design, but I think I do want to take Bob along if I'm going to be doing more science. Actions. Okay, so this does unlock the first set of custom actions. That is, no, these are axis groups, so not custom actions, I guess. You know what, I guess what I could do, because I wanted to have something for the plane to be able to toggle the flaps from a button instead of having to right click on them. And now thinking I might do something crazy like map them to RCS, since it doesn't have RCS thrusters. That is assuming you can still toggle RCS even if you don't have them installed. But we'll worry about that later. Yeah, I guess we're doing more science. Because the next thing would be for this thing, the next experiment would be in atmosphere high. Okay, you can toggle it. I don't. Oh, okay, it is. R, I was just pressing E instead of R. Yeah. That will come in handy when I go back to using the airplanes, although I will also need to upgrade the spaceplane hangar for that. No, I guess I actually haven't done these at the launch pad. I suppose I can do a quick set of experiments from the launch pad, recover straight away, and then go for a flight. Recovering from the launch pad will give back all the resources, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I think we can get enough to get at least the basic or the next basic thing. What am I trying to say? Unmanned command pod. It was 14417. And this thing costs 14,417, yeah, so that does recover 100%. So, yeah, now let's launch it properly. And I think this time actually aim for orbit. Let's get into higher atmosphere. Do all of the experiments. I've actually had that. I have everything else. And I actually ended up going way too high because I focused on doing the experiments. What would happen if I just fired off the engine horizontally here? Yeah, that does work to just sort of make the re-entry less steep. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I already have this stuff in orbit as well, so this isn't going to give anything. I don't expect this will count as in space high. Yeah, this is still in space near Kerbal. But I think I haven't done at least some of the experiments while splashed down, so that'll be some more science. And I guess I could maybe do an EVA experiment if... Again, I'm not sure. What am I even trying to say? I don't know. I guess what I could check is... Okay, so actually... Once you're in orbit, you don't need that much more to reach like the moon's orbit. Yeah, so I actually... I actually have everything I would need to go for a moon flyby. So I don't know why that was saying I don't have the maneuvers tool. I mean, I guess it's just something... The maneuver tool is something other than just creating maneuvers manually. What we can fast forward to re-entry. This might still be a bit steep. No, I think we're good. The only thing is this single parachute going to be enough? Surely it will, right? Okay, it nearly wasn't. actually destroyed the experiment. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. No point with the crew report. EVA report. Yeah. I guess with that we can recover it. Yeah, didn't quite get all the science I was hoping for. Yeah, we will need additional parachutes. Hold on. Why would I even use this if this one is cheaper and more effective? I do need quite a bit more, so I'm going to add 2 of them here, but why would I ever use this single one? I guess I'll actually overwrite the Kerbin 3H with this thing. Let's double check that. Yeah, we have Bob. On board. Okay, this time we hopefully should be able to land without destroying the whatever it was called, the science thingy. Also, I guess I can keep that. It's still not worth much. I thought there were some things that I didn't do in lower atmosphere. But let's try to get an orbit. do this thing. Keep experiment, close doors. Actually, I guess what I could just do is I could have giant follow prograde. Once you're out of the atmosphere, you can actually use these a bit more safely. I'm pretty sure. Well, the thing is, it's not going to be exactly horizontal for long, is it? So I think it's better to just get ourselves lined up like this. And then fire. Okay, this engine isn't really doing much. Because I guess this whole module is quite a bit heavier now. Yeah, we're not getting an orbit with this setup. But we are getting a very shallow re-entry, which is definitely going to be better. Let's actually switch this to surface, since I'm pretty sure that's the more important thing to keep lined up to. I'm not actually sure if I was still in what would be considered lower atmosphere when I collected this. This is still upper atmosphere. I think it's when it goes to the slightly lighter blue that it starts to count as... still upper. Okay, well, flying over. So no, while flying, when it says while flying over, that means it was lower atmosphere, but I've got a new experiment from this. How much was this one? 22.5. This one is 5. This might be enough to get us the next unmanned command module, which is what I needed, what I wanted. And yeah, this is definitely a softer landing. Hopefully soft enough. I'm actually gonna try to also keep it lined up vertically instead of trying to immediately lay it down on its side. Maybe that'll help to keep it from getting destroyed. Honestly, we probably don't even turn off SAS now. And just let it slowly land. Come on, don't break. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, that got us to 90 science points. So we can get this thing. What did that unlock? Okay, I can't research these until I upgrade the R&D center anyways. What would these have? Better photovoltaic panels. Batteries and a light strip, and this is an even better unmanned command pod. A decoupler. Okay, a smaller size. What is this? Just a structural part, I think. And better antennas. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this thing. Definitely think I want solar panels on it. Oh, yeah, there is a thing for returning, so I will strap a parachute to it and try to bring it back. I'm not entirely sure exactly how this is attached, but it supposedly is. Actually, do I have a... Yeah, I have a nose cone, so maybe that would be a better thing to do, or at least some semblance of aerodynamics. Well, that does mean I can't attach this parachute. Then again, I did say, didn't I, what's the point of using that parachute when this one can do its job better? No, I think I prefer the previous design. I guess the thing that that parachute has going for it is that it can be just attached like this instead of having to try to set it up like align it manually. I'm thinking maybe just the same design as what I ended up using for the orbital mission, just with a bigger fuel tank on top. I think we can probably use this engine on the lowest stage. I think I only want two. Of these. What do I want? Just boosters, I think. What other versions are there for the nose cones? Yeah, this looks better. Get some of these attached for control. Actually, given that we are probably going to be coming back in directly from the moon, I might want to add a heat shield. On the bottom of this thing. Also, I want it this way, I think. Rotated. Yeah, this should easily make it. I would say maybe limit the thrust on these things to like, let's say 65%. Kerbal 4. Actually cheaper than what I used to get. The thing to get into orbit. What I wonder if does it like is there like a limited range to the antennas? So that I actually keep control of the thing? I don't know. I'll try just this. I think I already saved it. And let's go. Okay, that's much more manageable acceleration. And from my understanding, you don't really want to have too much acceleration, go too fast in the lower atmosphere because of the drag that causes. Obviously, higher drag means you're being less efficient with the fuel. But if this moon mission is gonna happen, I need to get into orbit with this stage, or at least into space. Okay, but that will do. It's not a great orbit. I might have to try and fix it. Right, this thing also doesn't really have reaction wheels, does it? So it's much more sluggish once you can't use the winglets to control it. especially as we are still carrying that massive rocket behind us. Okay, and now it's a lot more maneuverable. Yeah, I think this is definitely good enough to get to the moon and do a flyby. Probably, right? Okay, we're about to get an orbit. It's not a great orbit, but it's an orbit. Do still need to... Can I... Okay. Okay, hold on. First things first. Let's try and line ourselves up a bit better. I don't remember what all the no, that's gonna be in flight interface, navball. Okay, so the blue thing is maneuver. Okay. Still get a bit closer. Okay. Five, four, three, two. Okay. That's about as good as it's gonna get. Now, where about do I want to set this up? Okay, so actually I would have been, well, basically correct, because I was thinking, like I was planning if I was going to do it without maneuvers, I would try about a quarter orbit, aim about a quarter orbit ahead of the moon. That would have been enough to get a flyby. Okay, so yeah, that would be this sort of flyby of the moon. I actually brought way more fuel than I needed, but then again we have used more than half of the fuel tank, so I couldn't have used the smaller one. I guess I could have stacked two, one half the size of this one and one a quarter size. How do I focus view on the... Do I focus view on the ship again? Can't pick those. God damn it. Do they have something about that here? A tab? It was there. What was shift tab? Can't actually do that. Okay, there we go. Let's get this thing pointed at the target. Yeah, and now accelerate time until we get there. And 25-second burn, so I probably want to start it about 12 seconds before it actually happens. And down to 1 time, right? Yeah. I have messed up my orbit slightly because of that shift tab I tried to press. But it should still work, right? Okay, so actually no, it's not. It wouldn't have worked if I aimed the quarter orbit ahead of the moon. Looking at it again, so that was when I was setting it up, it would have worked, but okay. 15, 14, 13. Now come on. Okay. I think this is good enough, right? Yeah, we are gonna be a pretty high flyby, but it's gonna be a flyby still. I'm not sure which way I should. Uh, no, just no point with that. Wait. Yeah, okay, this would make for a closer flyby. also means we will exit on a higher trajectory, but surely that's not gonna be a problem, right? Right? Okay, and off we go. And I really... Okay. I lost control. Because I went out of range. I should have added an antenna. Oh wait, what? Now we're back in range? Okay, no idea what that's about. Nice. And here we are, nearly about to enter the moon's sphere of influence. Okay, that's not exactly what I was expecting this orbit to look like. One. And yeah. We are in the moon's orbit. I actually want to accelerate there. And I won't need much to get a re-entry. If I can do it from there. Okay, but I think I'm gonna do that manually, sort of, not with a maneuver. This is actually the first time in this game that I've reached the moon outside of the game's tutorial, so... This is actually quite an achievement for me. Okay, but I actually don't have control now, it seems. I have energy, so it is just the connection to Kerbin. It still is a fairly high flyby, but better safe than sorry. This is about as close as we're gonna be. Okay, and I do have control again. Actually, I think I was going to need to accelerate here. Confusingly enough. Okay, what sort of altitude should I go for? I'm gonna go with that and hope that's enough. Okay, and that's gonna be an interesting orbit. Yeah, I think we can now we are losing electric charge because we are now in the moon's shadow. Yeah, I think we can now jettison the engine and make our way back. Obviously we can do that in this view. Which way are we actually? Yeah, okay, we are going this way. That is the way that makes sense, but for some reason I thought that we were the way the UI looked, it looked like we would be going the other way. How far is it? 2 hours. Okay, let's speed this up even more. Honestly, I think this speed is fast enough that we'll get there in decent time, while also slow enough that we can enjoy it. We are getting closer. I mean, either way, we got one part of the contract, Fly by the Moon. Mm. Now let's see if we can successfully survive re-entry. When I'm about 100,000, I'm gonna switch to real time and try to line myself up. Honestly, given that it doesn't immediately change speed, maybe earlier. Line myself up like this. Speed it up a bit more. And here we go. I prefer to be oriented this way when re-entering. And that's quite a high re-entry speed. I'm not sure this heat shield is gonna be enough. Yep. Well, still, we made it to the moon. It didn't survive the return journey, but what are these? Purple orbits. And while I'm here, I guess I can recover these. these are... And these should... Oh, this is just the heat shield. Survived. I guess we'll just let these crash. It's not gonna let me exit out now. And this thing is about to re-enter. And presumably burn up. Yeah, also actually the heat shield itself survived. It was just the main thing that burned up. So maybe if I just used the bigger heat shield, it would have survived. Is this thing re-entering? It should be. So I guess maybe this is... No, I think it maybe just doesn't properly simulate the atmosphere for vehicles that you're not controlling. Is it actually going to escape and go for a second orbit? Yeah. I'm pretty sure if it actually simulated properly, then it wouldn't have done that, but... Whatever, we can just terminate this. Okay, so yeah, we completed this part. Now we need to return. Okay, and now we have missions to position satellites or contracts. I'll accept both of these. Because these certainly seem more interesting than just these random tests. Okay, this one actually has a duration of 10 years, so I will probably be able to do it by then. So I'll accept all of those. And let's see. And another thing is I probably could have tried to re-enter at a what am I trying to say? Set up the re-entry at a higher altitude. This thing is actually really light, so now let's maybe try to bring this thing along. And do some science while we're there. I'm fairly confident. Wait, did I assemble it correctly? Yeah, the heat shield is there. Yeah, I guess we could bring the barometer and thermometer as well, maybe. Because that should be more things. And yeah, I think I'm gonna try the same thing again, just this time, well, try to make it back. Although I don't know. You know what, actually, it is already getting kinda late and there are other things I need to do today, so I think maybe I'm actually going to leave it here today. But hey, we have achieved what I wanted to achieve, which was get a moon flyby. So and I guess we could have a look at the facilities. If we can upgrade anything real quick before I go. Yeah, I think at this point maybe getting EVA support would be useful. I have quite a lot of funds. So yeah, let's upgrade the astronaut complex and the runway. Um, mm, Actually, I was also gonna check because I didn't fully read. Okay, yeah, these have pretty decent payouts and they get us some science. Yeah, these are definitely gonna be worth it. But yeah, anyways. Enough of that. I'm gonna leave it here for today. So yeah, like I already said, next streams Tuesday and Wednesday, retro achievements as usual, achievement of the weekend month, and then depending on exactly at what time it becomes available to purchase, either Thursday or Friday, Assetto Corsa Evo first impressions. I'm seriously excited for that. I think you can tell with how many times I've talked about it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. So you know what to do. Do it with style. Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and if you're watching at a later time, leave a comment. And other than that, thanks for watching.